You guys, you just have to look at this. This is disgusting. Turns out I didn't do it right.
Shocking. We've got mechanical issues. We have water leaks. Like, not the good kind, right? Like,
oh my gosh. Look at that, guys.
Shut up. There was a hack job on this RV?
Yeah.
How unexpected. I'm gonna show you the 3 areas that still need to be renovated. Oh my gosh, would that
be cool?
The simplest fix ever?
So I'm dropping this underbelly because I had a leak, and so I need to pinpoint where exactly the leak is coming from when backfilling gray to see if I can patch it up. All right, let's see if I can get this down.
All right, so I just got home from playing Mom Taxi, and Ben has informed me about all of the new problems. Just when I thought we were making progress towards, like, you know, more like cosmetic, you know, facelift things, no. We've got mechanical issues. We have water leaks. Like, not the good kind, right? Like plumbing water leaks. So anyway, isolated it down to an area that's behind the shower because of course it couldn't be like easy access or, you know, any of that. No, it has to be behind something. So we just are looking to see how we can access anything. So we did find this. Let me show you where these knobs are. There's some screws here. I think if I pop this off, maybe there's probably more screws behind there.
All right, let's try.
So let's see what's behind.
Let's screw this and see what we get. Okay, let's see.
Is this gonna help?
It might, yeah. There's access back here.
So we don't have to. Hopefully, we don't have to take out the whole shower.
Oh, good. Let's see where that white one is.
Oh,
it's right here.
Well,
what's that white one for?
You said it's leaking when the black tape flush comes on, which is weird.
Yeah. But there's a white one that's kind of sitting back here. Right there, you can see that's wet. So maybe it just needs to be tightened.
Oh my gosh, would that
be cool?
The simplest fix ever?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we'll have to, we'll try that and report back.
Good news. I tightened up that check valve thing in the shower area, and when I do a black tank flush, there's no leaks.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Like,
that's one thing down. That's easy.
Gosh. Like, yes, like finally something that was a simple fix and not like, let's tear apart this whole thing kind of thing.
I know. I love it. But speaking of tear apart this whole thing,
no more butts.
We need to figure out how to fix this shower pan.
Big butts. Everything's a butt, and it's a big butt.
I don't like big butts.
I don't like big butts either. Whoever the previous owner was, when I was cleaning that shower, they had gobbed a bunch of silicone around the drain. So I think you just have to pull the drain out.
Oh yeah. Silicone that, huh?
No.
That's their thought.
That's
just
let's
silicone the window, silicone this, silicone that.
No.
I can't just put plumber's stuff over it. I think I have to take it off and seal it. Maybe I'll have to phone a friend, our little plumber buddy.
I'll have to phone a friend.
But you can access the drain from underneath, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to take apart the whole shower pan. I think you just have to reinstall the drain thing. Bob. While you do that, I'll be masking.
All right. What are you masking?
So we're gonna paint the cabinets. So here's what I'm thinking. The whole goal, obviously, is to brighten everything up, right? Everything looks too dark. We want to brighten it up. So this glass that's in here, I don't like it for 2 reasons. One, you can kind of see behind it, right? You can see where we have like the micro air in there that needs to be installed. But the other thing I don't like is because this glass is like smoked, it just makes it look dark, right? Like if it was not smoked, I might not mind it as much, but I don't like the dark smoked look. So what I think I'm going to do here, well, why don't I just show you in a little bit?
Okay, y'all, this is disgusting. It's almost like I'm pulling an animal out of here. And I went down deeper and got even more. Ugh. Stinks so bad too. I just need to get a hold of the whole thing. Gross. Ugh, it's like a size of a mouse or a rat. we have a bunch of leaks. So we have a leak coming down here. That's, I think, the toilet. That's kind of gross. And then water dripping from those lines right there. And what the from here too. That's the shower drain pan. So you can see it's leaking and hitting that. What gives? Got leaks in the underbelly. So I've already taken off those panels. So to get through these leaks, I'm gonna have to take off this little frame thing so I can get up in there and address these leaks. Oofta. This is becoming a larger project than I bargained for. We've got a leak here on the shower pan, dripping down to here. Okay, so this should be a fairly easy fix. So there you can see is the drain, and there's a screw right there. We could screw it off, lift it up, and then reseal it. So it was just leaking, looks like down the sides because there was no seal there. So this should be an easy fix. Just unscrew it from here, pull it off, and then seal it back up, and then put it back on. So I've got to take off this. What is it? HEPVO? I don't even know what that is.
Introducing HEPVO, a revolutionary sanitary waste valve which replaces a P-trap where space is at a premium.
I can take that off. I'm gonna remove it completely just to get rid of any of that hair and stuff. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. Just all the gunk. Disgusting. I'm surprised it's so dirty all the way down here. Yeah, that's gross. Oh wow. It actually traps a lot of crap in there. Can you see that? Don't want to get too up close and personal, but it's doing its job. Now I should be able to screw up this top piece. I'm able to get one piece off. Oh, and that's this part. So put that back in there. Then now it's time to get the shower drain piece off of there just so I can tighten her up. The main thing is knowing the right direction to turn it, like righty tighty lefty loosey, I think. Let me know, plumbers. What's the right way to turn it, right or left? Does the same concept apply with plumbing? I got it off.
Look at you.
Took me a while
oh my
to get it
gosh.
off, but,
oh, hold on. That
this thing is disgusting.
is the most disgusting thing.
Yeah, so this actually goes in line and it traps a lot of the stuff, so the hair and stuff continue on. So it's pretty nasty. It's like a little bladder.
You should go. You should almost. Yeah, I was gonna say you should almost go like pressure wash it or something.
And I don't know if this is a standard plumbing part or not, but I think I'm gonna get a new drain if I can. So
another trip to Home Depot.
It's almost like they tried to glue it on because.
Shut up! There was a hack job on this RV.
Yeah.
How unexpected.
Yeah. Oh boy, these gloves too.
You need the good Home Depot gloves.
Home Depot
those ones are like they're double lined.
Or Harbor Freight ones too are pretty good. I need to go get a part.
Surprise, surprise.
So, but success.
Right. Well, I will be here.
Alrighty then.
Continuing to work on this.
All right.
So let's divide and conquer because
we need
now we are at T-minus 9 days.
9 days. Oh my gosh.
9 days. So all right.
It.
I am about ready to start painting these cabinets here. So I just got finished kind of just cleaning. Well, first of all, I had to take off all the doors. Cleaning them with the TSP, which we talked about in a prior video when we were in the bedroom. So those are clean. Gonna start painting. This is where the transformation is really gonna start happening here soon. And then I did pull the glass out of these. So It's an empty shell right now. I'm really excited about what I'm gonna do here because this wall here, kind of see where there was the hole that was in the wall. Yes, this is the hole in the wall RV. So that is patched up and I've got something really exciting planned for this wall. And it's going to tie in now with what I'm going to do on these cabinet fronts.
There's a couch that came. Was this supposed to be more than one thing?
I thought that there was more than one thing. Do you want to put it in the, do you need to move my
garage?
Oh,
yeah.
You didn't need to move my van?
Yep.
You guys, we have something new. A little bit later in the video. That part of the painting's done. I'm still letting a few things dry. In the meantime, I'm going to take the glass that was in the doors and I'm going to put this on it. So this is actually what we're going to put on this other wall right there where we patched the hole. So I did some measurements and I checked and I should have enough to be able to also use this on the glass that I took out of the cabinet doors that go right there. So I'm super excited to see how it turns out. Let's get this put on.
What I did was I went to Home Depot, got myself some plumber's putty. I cleaned out these P-trap things. I was going to purchase a new one of these, but the only problem with these is that they're kind of non-standard. So you go to Home Depot, you're like, hey, can you help me find this setup? And they look at you like, there's a lot of people coming in here looking for RV parts, but we don't have them. What I did was just cleaned it up really well. They had glued this, so I had a hard time getting this screw deal off. So now I cleaned it up really good, and then I'm going to put the putty on it, screw it back up in there, put everything back together, and we should be good to go. No more leaks. Let's see if we can do this and have a leak-free shower pan. I'm grateful that all these leaks are pretty simple to fix for the most part. And two, I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to practice on our other RV and be kind of challenged to dive right in, fix some of these things, learn how to do it, because now coming into this, whoops, dropped a little bit, into this project, I feel a lot more confident to tackle some of these things. I think I have way too much putty on here. Plumbers are going to be schooling me and saying, hey, you don't need that much. I'm just going to use this to get this existing pipe doped up. Alright, see down there? This is cleaned up. This will go right down in there. Push it down in. And then we'll clean up the excess. But it'll tighten down and it'll have a complete seal now. Okay, so we're gonna add some tape around this guy. You wanna make sure you do it to where the threads are gonna tighten on when you tighten it up. Righty-tighty. Around a couple times, just to give it a nice little seal. Then we're gonna go back through here, tighten this back on. Clean out the existing tape. Screw this back on. Oh yeah, right there. Next we put this screw back on. I'll tighten that up nice and tight. Come on, don't fail me now. There we go, now it's twisting like it should. That's what I wanted. Ooh. All right, then I'll tighten it down with the little rubber pliers. Actually, I'm not gonna even worry about that end, the rubber end. I'm just not gonna squeeze super hard. So now that is up there, I'm gonna screw on this. Just don't want to cross thread it. Okay, so I've got this guy on, screwed this back onto here. Now I'm screwing this guy back onto here. that didn't have any tape on it before. I don't think it needs it. The manufacturer didn't have it on there, so, right? It doesn't need it. Did a quick test. Darn. But it's a simple fix. I guess you're supposed to put these gaskets back in. Kind of important. So I'm gonna do that. All right, let's go give her another test. Turns out I didn't do it right.
Shocking, but
I left a gasket off.
that makes a big difference. But at least that's a easier fix than like
Yeah.
running in circles of trying to figure out like what the hell.
Yeah, exactly. I
So.
found it. I breathed in a big sigh, or a big sigh out, turned my head over, lay down in the compartment area then, and there it was, the
Yeah.
gasket. And then I'm like, dun dun dun. And
Well,
then I got happy again.
See, we're learning, and that is part of the reason that we've been able to stay so positive is because we're looking at all of this as like, hey, it's an opportunity to learn.
Yes.
And so all you found out is a way it doesn't work.
Yep. Fail forward.
There you go.
Gotta change that out at some point. This is my testing technique. I should just go down in there. There. There's my testing technique. Is it leaking? Let's go find out. No leaky leakies. Oh, I love that.
Little update. We got the peel and stick wallpaper up. Guys, absolutely loving this. So a couple of notes that I wanted to talk about with peel and stick wallpaper in RVs. We've done peel and stick wallpaper in our other RV. We never had any issues. I did see people sometimes in some of like the groups on Facebook say that they've had issues in RVs with peel and stick wallpaper, like not wanting to stick. So two things. One, prep is key, right? If you don't prep the wall, well, you don't have a clean wall. Well, obviously that's going to create an issue. Two, the other thing is that what we did here is we put trim on the top and the bottom. So we're not going to have to worry about a corner or anything like that peeling back because we actually replaced this trim. So not only do we have the peel and stick wallpaper on, but then we have like trim that's holding it in place top to bottom. So there shouldn't be any issues with it ever peeling back if that, like, you know, became a thing or whatever. So really happy with that. Got the cabinets in the rear bunk room painted. Ben finished up painting the walls. I don't like painting walls. I don't mind the cabinets for whatever reason, but walls just not my forte. Still have some more cabinet painting work to do in here, but we need to get the floor in next because we got a delivery, you guys, from Thomas Payne. And I'm really excited about this. I'll share more with you in just a little bit when we go to bring it in and set it up because there's some new stuff about Thomas Payne furniture for RVs that has changed from how it used to be. So we'll talk more about this, but first things first, we gotta get the floor, get some trim, then we can bring in what I wanna show you.
Okay, so we were able to bring this in the RV. Dakota and I, Mom helped a little bit, and it made it in the door.
It did.
So I am very happy about that.
I didn't think it was going to, but it did.
She let me know she didn't think it was right.
I made my opinion known, and it did. I will say it was a tight fit, but it did, and we didn't have to take it apart.
All right, let's see if it'll make it
in the spot. Hopefully we measured right.
Yep.
Hopefully we measured right. You want to come help Dad, Dakota?
Yep. Whoa. You still need to put it together?
Yeah.
Don't these come in like just one frame these days?
Hold on. What if you just put it in backwards?
Huh? I didn't. I saw which the legs are.
Oh, okay.
Push back. There you go.
All right.
Ooh, fits like a glove. So they include the bolts, but we thought there was gonna be like a bag of bolts falling out. But what actually happens is they're already in it. You have to undo it.
Which I guess that's a good way to make sure that you don't lose them.
Yeah.
But it would be helpful in the instructions if they said this is where they are. Like they're already installed, uninstall, then reinstall.
At least you don't lose parts.
At least you don't lose parts.
During the shipment. So I'm kind of glad they did it this way. Now I know that should go.
Now what makes the most sense though is like the Velcro that's on there probably faces out so that the cushions Velcro to the back.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let me translate that to idiot proof or idiot.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Took us a second, but we got to figure it out. So this is actually going to be a really cool design.
Yeah.
And this is going to give Trinity a lot of space for sleeping. I'll show you in just a second.
Yeah, this is really nice.
In theory, if you want to go to bed, you could pull these off. We'll set those to the side in here for now. And then pull this out, up and out. Oh, it's moving on us a little. So this comes
the legs automatically fold down.
up and out.
And then this
And then you have this.
comes down.
But then
This
if you want to like,
lifts up so you can, if you want to watch TV.
right. Or if you want to have it as like a, and you can come up one more.
Come up one more.
So if you wanted to have like a,
Oh wow.
like a couch that's a reclining couch,
How you doing?
you could do that. Or it can just lay back and then you've got, let's have it lay back and let's see how big the sleeping space is. So, well, no. I think you'd want to lay like this.
The other way?
Yes.
Yeah. She might want to throw the memory foam.
Yeah, I think she's going to want to throw the memory foam on
She
there.
had the sheet on it.
No,
Do that, and she's smaller.
she's a little
than we are.
princessy.
Yeah.
So she's going to want the memory foam.
Yeah. All right. Let's
All
put it
right,
back.
let's put it back as a sofa.
So we want to put this. Wait.
No, pull the handle. Yeah, and then flip it up.
Okay. This goes back. I
Yeah,
can do this by myself.
I know. See, isn't that beautiful?
Okay.
And then the cushions. Cushions go on. We're one step closer.
All right, guys. This is nice.
One step closer.
Is that right? Did I do it right this time?
It's a little off
The
kilter.
cushions?
A little off kilter.
I suppose you're gonna want to add more cushions to that.
You mean throw pillows? All right, so do you want to talk to just a little bit more about this sofa from Thomas Paine? So this is part of the Thomas Paine Signature Series line, and this is made with a polyhide vinyl. Now here's the deal is you guys might remember that, you know, some people didn't like the Thomas Paine stuff because of the material. This has a new 7-year electrolysis warranty on it. So you know that this is going to actually stand the test of time versus not lasting, you know, you the time that you're wanting to use it in your RV. So one thing I wanted to show you about this in particular too that I think is really cool, because different RVs, especially like even in this fifth wheel, we've got a couple of different slides where, you know, this slide sits a little bit more flush, but like our other slide sits like where there's actually the slide sits up. One thing that this has that I wanted to show you that it's a really cool feature on the click back sofa sleeper section is the way that the legs are actually adjustable. So I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys that because I think it's pretty darn cool. Do you guys see these legs here? You can actually adjust these. So both this one and then the one behind it. So you can make these longer, shorter. So that way, if you do have this on a slide where the slide sits up a little bit, you don't have to worry about your sleeping surface not being flat. And then the other thing is this has a very large sleeping surface, which is great because not a lot of your jackknife sofas or things like that actually then have that longer sleeping surface. That's one of the reasons that we absolutely love this particular sofa from Thomas Paine. So we do appreciate Thomas Paine for being a sponsor of this video, and you can check out more of their signature series furniture at gratefulglamper.com/Thomas Paine. Link on the screen and in the description below.
Looks so much better. About there. Like my work shoes. Will it fit? Like a glove. Ow! Just kidding. Just kidding. You have to fill those little deals, but that looks much better. There is that. That looks much better. So the question I have is for you interior designers. We got black trim from the factory here. I just put up white trim to go here. Then it meets up with black trim again. And then got my trim here. The blacks, I don't know if it matches up to the white. Should we just replace all of this with white trim? Or does this actually look decent with the black trim? These colors, you got the black, brown, gray, brown floor. I don't know. I'm not very good with complementary colors. What do you think? All right, what's the rule, interior decorators? Trip 50 to the Home Depots. My goodness, this is crazy. How many times you end up having to go to the Home Depot? Easier too, but Charity is not here right now, so I'm going to wing it. This white trim is much better than the black that was there. Oh my gosh, guys. I was able to install this right here. It was like a perfect place for it. Better than these guys. But you just open her up, easy hose carrier, and stuff them down right in there. And I can even put a little thing here to lock it so it never comes out. Love it. Time to put these sewer hoses in there. I am going to install this little bumper cap that goes on the end, and that will replace this one that came stock on here, because sometimes they will fall off. I want to be able to kind of push it in and compact it a little bit, and what I'm afraid of is, since there's a little pressure on the end, I'm afraid it's going to pop out. So this, I can actually clamp it onto the bumper and then lock it with a little clip, so this is not going to open up. Between this and the Valterra hose holder, I guess you'd call it, I'll be able to carry like 4 of the big hoses. So that way if I'm at 1,000 trails or something that needs, longer hoses, and plus I've got to do like a Y setup because there's 2 different hoses in the RV. So I've got one in the front, one on the back, and I need to go into a Y to connect them together. This will allow me to carry all the hoses that I need. They're connected together. You taped it, but perfect world. Should be able to jam it in there. Close the door. Clip it. Beautiful. one little hack I'm going to do here is this shower has these glass shower doors, and it's very difficult to clean, and it can be confining, you know. So a shower curtain is always a better thing. I picked some of these up on Amazon here, and this is basically a shower curtain with a little ball bearing on the top. And I hooked them around the top and to the shower curtain, and so these will slide back and forth, so I can completely get rid of all the doors and the glass and everything, and really give us more room in the shower and help to keep it clean. Okay, there you have it. So now we have a nice, easy to use shower curtain. A little noisy. I might be able to put something up here to quiet it down, but it had just enough for this curtain, and it's actually not that bad. This is going to be perfect. Charity might have to loop up the bottom a little bit to shorten it up, but this looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. And these things are heavy. There's 2 heavy pieces of glass and 2 additional pieces of heavy glass right here that this is gonna really lighten things up in here. So I think this is gonna earn me a few brownie points. What do you think? She's gonna like it. I hope not. Or I hope so, because if not, it's gonna get a little bit of a pain putting these all back in. You guys, you just have to look at this. This is disgusting. So I just drilled out this vent, and this is what I'm left with. I've got some cat food, cat litter. Oh my gosh. Who knows what else? That's disgusting.
That's absolutely disgusting. Like, is it blocked? Is it? It looks
yeah,
like
it's almost clogged. No, it's not completely blocked, but it's layered in there.
Goodness. So things are getting a little bit more exciting. We are actually to the place where hopefully it's roadworthy. Like there's more that we're going to be doing, and so definitely stay subscribed, because we've got really 2 more spaces that we need to, well, 3 that we need to kind of finish renovating. Both bathrooms and then Dakota's bunk room area. But you guys, we are gonna hopefully make it on the road in 4 days from right now. So trying to get some things organized, and I'm finding that this whole setup where I actually thought I was gonna have more storage than I had in my Class A, I feel like I don't. So I'm trying to figure out how to make all of these spaces work. So one space that I have is these cabinets in the kitchen area. And one thing that I realized really quickly is why the cabinets seem big. Like the way that the shelving is spaced, in my opinion, leaves a lot of wasted space. So I picked these up on the Zon, as we call Amazon. And so I'm going to see how these might help the situation here, because this is just gonna hopefully give me some of that space. So let's see what we can make happen. It does seem like that, oh, unless that, you know, maybe I should read instructions. I think maybe, is it supposed to go like this?
You don't need no stinking instructions.
Oh wait, but there's like little...
For more assembly tips, follow us.
Should probably read the instructions, but see, like, it just drops off. There's no instructions, just pointing that out, but Ben actually figured out how these are supposed to snap in place. So now that we're snapped in, here's something else that's weird. I'm a very tall girl, in case y'all didn't know. Like, I'm close to 6 foot, but I still need one of these like step stool things because these cabinets are so stinking tall. So my hope is using this, right, is gonna give me some more space. It's gonna hurt my OCD. Maybe we'll try putting this up on top here. Like that. And then We'll see how these mugs go, because I've got all of this stuff from our other RV, and I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. The other thing is too, is that these, it looked like on the Amazon listing that these also should be able to like stack on top of each other. So maybe actually I'll have to see.
Utilize that empty space.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I do stack this on top of the other one that's in there. Like, is there really any usable space, or are we talking a space that's like, you know, a fraction of an inch? All right, how did you do this again, babe? Oh, this way.
No, clip it in the little.
Yeah. So it goes in the little slot thing. Okay. Yes. All right. So if let's see, if we do this like this. Oh, see, it does nest. Actually, yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Actually, yeah, like I can, what's going on here? Oh, it's just not, there you go. Now we're good. It just wasn't in there, right? So, yeah. And then, now here's gonna be the thing. If you guys have a fifth wheel, let me know, because boy, this in theory all looks well. And then obviously, don't pay attention to my unpainted backside of the doors. Pay attention to that. The doors are closed, right? On a travel day. This slide's gonna come in, they're not gonna come open. The question will be, if I go to open this after a travel day, what's gonna happen up here? I mean, I think this stuff should be fine because there's like this cabinet that would block it there. This would be the only thing that could be a little questionable. Maybe if I put some of that anti-skid stuff. You know the anti-skid stuff?
Yeah.
Hold, please. So I have a bunch of this from our other RV because I learned just cut pieces in different sizes that you might need. So throw some of that right there. And then this right there. There, I fixed it. Fixed it. All right. Now I'll do that side with the mugs. Come back in a few minutes and I'll show you how it turned out.
All right, guys, we're getting closer to being done. First, Charity has something for us. Let's go see what she has. Housekeeping.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
You guys, this is where things are getting exciting. So come on in and let's chat. So we're getting closer to being done. Very, very close. However, there are 3 areas that we'll be continuing this reno series on. So first things first, I'm going to show you the 3 areas that still need to be renovated. And then we're going to start to dig into the fun stuff of the stuff that is done. So first things first, we'll show you area number 1 that still needs to be renovated. In this bathroom area, this is still looking similar to how it looked except for cleaner. I'll give you that, it's cleaner. So transformation will be coming on this shortly. Make sure that you like and subscribe for more on that. We'll come back to here because we got more stuff that's not done. So let's talk about what's not done. Area number 2. So we've got the mid bunk room, which will be AKA Dakota's room. Nothing's been done in here really other than we have a mattress. So he has a place to sleep because you guys, we're headed out in just a few days. So again, subscribe because that's going to definitely be fun. We're scared to death and we're all excited all in one thing. This is kind of a little bit of a hot mess. I will show you one thing actually that is done that I thought was pretty cool. There were these ugly, horrible, like glass shower doors that I hate glass shower doors because I feel like they're very hard to keep clean. B, just because this shower is a little bit smaller, we felt like you're gonna just hit the doors, which would be weird. So Ben actually found these little roller jobbies on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below. And so y'all, we got a shower curtain. I'm gonna trim it up a smidge, but we'll just go with this.
And it took a lot of weight out of here.
We're losing weight, which hopefully means that everything we need to fit in here will fit. Okay, let's start with completed space number 1, the master bedroom in here. So we have our mattress. Actually, I say it's completed. There's a few small things like we got to figure out this board underneath the bed because it shifts a little still and all of that. We did realize part of the wonderful smell that we used to have, and now so many of you have actually asked, like, did the smell get better? Yes, the smell is completely gone now. But one of the things we realized is the carpet that was over this thing also had pet smell. So we completely removed the carpet. Right now, it's just painted over with Kills. Should we leave it this way? Or should we cover it with the flooring material? You guys let us know in the comments what you think. But anyway, painted the cabinets with the Beyond paint, have our mattress from RV Mattress. The back wall, we did peel and stick wallpaper. And then of course, in our old RV and in this RV, I do mixed tiles for our photos. These are all the same mixed tiles because you can unstick them and re-stick them on the wall. So I've literally reused these same mixed tiles. You can see how little our kids were in some of them. We've had these for a while. And the fun thing is that we can continue to add more as our travels go and kind of switch them out as the years go by with more places that we've been and that we visited. So another thing back in the bedroom here, these are mirrored, and I really am not a fan of like mega mirrors everywhere. So I did leave this one mirror there to kind of have more of a full length mirror, but I just covered these with peel and stick wallpapers. We don't have anything in here yet because we got an organizational video coming. Covered those mirrors and then used the Beyond paint. So I did kind of a two-tone on here, and then of course the new updated slide trim there. So this is now pretty much complete. It's livable. We're excited to hop on the road soon.
We got safety carbon monoxide detectors that are Wi-Fi.
You know, one thing I just remembered, we still have to do, so there should be a pocket like door here thing that's missing. So we still need to figure out some sort of like curtain or something to hang here for the bathroom. Just because, I mean, you know, Ben and I, whatever. But when Dakota's, you know, showering and stuff, we just need something here. So you guys have to let us know in the comments. The track is here. Probably could source like a door from like the Restore or something like that, and then have to figure out all the hardware.
Some kind of barn door.
The only thing is, I don't know, because this isn't.
It's got to be lightweight.
Right. You guys have to let us know in the comments. Thoughts, recommendations, suggestions. What should we do here? Because here's the other thing. This is a slide. So this does come all the way into here on a travel day. So we don't have the option of just walling it off because this moves in and out. See, I got my, don't pay attention to the dog slobber window, but got my pictures here. It's so fun. This area here will be like the dinette area. Now, this renovation has cost us a little bit more than what we were planning. So I found this bench actually on Facebook Marketplace. It's a storage bench. So this will be a bench, and then subscribe because just tomorrow, we are taking a little field trip to go pick up what we need for the rest of this dinette. And I'm really excited to show you where we're going, what we're getting, and all of that. So pay no attention to the future projects here. This will become a dinette very shortly. We actually repurposed the TV we had on the Glamper Hideaway that we just felt like we didn't really even need. So we put that in here. This will be the first time we've had a TV in our RV now for 3 or 4 years. So we'll see how it goes. Do we use it or not? I used Beyond paint for this. Oh, and then we did like the bead board. You guys probably remember we did the bead board, trimmed out all of this with new like trim. And then of course Ben did the pine on here.
Somebody asked why we didn't paint the pine.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, in my opinion, is mainly because I really like the look of the pine.
So a little rustic. It's
yeah,
like
it's a little bit rustic.
Rustic.
It looks just, it gives it
I like to see the knots and stuff. Like at one point in my life, I actually built like a log dresser, and I like the way like that. You know, the wood looks with the knots. It's just character. Anyway, it's what we like.
Some people do not.
So some people don't. And if you didn't.
You just flew by what I did there. Did you catch that?
Do not.
Ha. Somebody got it.
I'm in the zone.
That one person comment below and let me know if you got
Here's
that.
something else we did. You probably wouldn't notice this if I didn't point it out. But this white trim going along like the ceiling here, we replaced all that, you guys. It was like this really ugly, thick, like dark brown color. And so we wanted everything to be bright. And Ben had a really good observation where he felt like it kind of almost like looked out of place where we're brightening everything up. And then they had this dark brown stuff going along the ceiling.
The problem was we had a brown or dark brown and then a white trim, and that just wasn't consistent.
So now it's consistent. And here's the deal, like just replacing like these little trims or even like just slide trim and stuff, it's a really cost-effective way, a really easy way. I mean, this is not rocket science. This is a really easy thing to do that you can do to just really give your RV just a nice, like, you know, fun facelift, a little bit of an updated look versus the grandma's house look. If you want it to look like grandma's house, then that's awesome. A lot of RVs look like grandma's house out of the door. This peel and stick wallpaper.
We did get a higher quality, thicker.
We spent
stick on
the higher bucks for better quality peel and stick. So this did not come from the Amazon $10 bin. So this was from Lowe's and it's around $50 a roll, but it definitely, you can just feel when you're working with it. Cause like the peel and stick that I used on the mirrors in the bedroom, that was the cheap stuff. You can tell a difference. It's much easier to work with and it's just higher quality. So in here for now, we have this sofa that we figured out is Rec Pro. We've got something that we'll be doing with this shortly, so make sure you're subscribed. Use the mixed tiles, Beyond Paint for the cabinets up here. And then you guys, we reused these blinds. So these blinds from this MCD company, I had never heard of them, but I looked them up online. You guys, nice. They're really nice blinds and they make really good products for RV living. So
this is really thick material.
Yep, it blocks out the heat. Now we'll still put some Reflectix in these windows just because that's how we roll. But these actually are very...
I see what you did there.
See what I did there? These are really nice. Okay, I left this island the dark color because I like how it offsets like with the dark to the gray. I was originally thinking about doing something different and I didn't for a couple of reasons. One really was just because this is almost like more of a beadboard around the whole island. And I was concerned about being able to get this paint right if I was doing this without a sprayer, and I didn't want to spray in here. So I decided to leave it the way that it is. I also feel like it does look like it's a nice offset from the gray to like the darker, almost black. So I think it looks fine. You guys have to let me know in the comments what you think. Beyond Paint did the peel and stick wallpaper on this to match the wall opposite. And then we've got our pantry space here, which I'm excited to show you guys some work.
Don't show people the back side of that door, please.
It's just not painted. I also painted like just this, all of this with the Beyond Paint to keep it consistent throughout on this because this was like the same brown cabinet color. It would have looked really bad had I not made this the gray since all of the cabinets are gray as well. And then in the back bunk room, I say this is mostly done. I haven't decided for sure yet what I want to do as far as if I want to do some maybe paint on this wall or this wall, if I want to do peel and stick wallpaper. I haven't decided yet. There's a few holes here where we took down the TV mount that was here. We repurposed that for the front room. Beyond Paint for this dresser area here. That is ready to rock and roll. And then same with all of this in here. And then I just used the peel and stick wallpaper for the glass. I didn't like the way that the glass doors look above the couch. I'm not sold on it. I wanted to do something different, at least with the cabinets. Left this for now, so I don't know. You guys have to let me know.
What do you guys think? This?
Should I cover it?
Or this?
Should I cover it or should I leave it glass? Let me know what y'all think. So
or the white color.
Got a few bedding things up there. And then of course we already talked about the Thomas Paine click back sofa earlier. So anyway, this is painted, and then the inside of this other slide where the couch is painted on the wall. I had Ben do this because I was tired of painting.
Kind of like how you were able to recruit me. You're like,
here's
this
okay.
is not
Okay.
laying
Ben,
down
plug your ears.
I need you to do it.
This is how you do it, ladies. You just do a really piss poor job, and then you tell your husband, I'm struggling here. And if you have a husband that's kind of like Ben, where he's, wants things to be done right, he'll just be like, well, let me just take care of it, right? And then he just jumped in. I'm like, here's a paintbrush.
Hey.
I'm going to lunch.
I heard that.
Anyway, kidding about that.
Kind of.
Sort of. So that's what we've got so far. You guys will have to let us know in the comments what you think. Also, let us know any suggestions. Have we missed anything? What suggestions do you have for some of the areas that we haven't done yet? Let us know in the comments below. Oh, another thing that I wanted to tell you guys too. If you are not getting our emails, we have an email that comes out every single Sunday where we just let you know, like, A, not only that we have a new video out for you, but B, if we're doing a meetup, if we're doing a meet and greet, we're gonna be at Tampa this year, all of those types of details.
Which we are going to be at Tampa, and we've got some exciting things coming up. So
We've got a lot of things that are in the works that we've been in talk. Anyway, there's a lot of fun stuff coming. If you go to our website, gratefulglamper.com, and you click the Stay Inspired button, you will get an email from us one time a week on Sundays, right around the time that our video drops. Not only letting you know that the video dropped, but also with just any information, meet and greet information, things that we're doing as, you know, where we're opening it up, like, hey, come join us to go do this thing or this activity or a camp out, or
tips that we don't include in the videos that you can only see on the email.
Little tips and tricks. I also always like to include a photo of the week that I don't share on social media. You're not going to see this in a video. Just kind of some behind the scenes stuff. Sometimes it's at the hideaway. Sometimes it's just what we've got going as a family. Sometimes it's stuff on the RV that I'm like not going to share on a public forum. So some behind the scenes stuff, always a photo of the week that you will only see if you are getting our emails from us every Sunday. So
how do they do that?
gratefulglamper.com and click the Stay Inspired button.
All right. Well, so do that first, then watch this video here, because we are going on a little trip to get something cool for this RV. And boy, I'm loving this RV. At first I was like, what are we getting into? But as we have gone along, I am loving every bit of this thing. So
we're excited.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Catch you in the next one.